Mm.
Babe.
Oh,
No.
What?
No, I want you to stay right there. I don't know what to do for a teaser. Help me.
Show your boobies. Show them too naked.
Show my girly parts. Oh, Connecticut. Too naked. All right, so this week is actually a more serious topic than ones that we have been doing recently. And I always find it difficult to give advice regarding topics such as this because I don't know, I just went through a very different process. And so giving advice is almost like, it's telling someone to do something that is most definitely easier said than done. And so I definitely understand that. And the advice that I give is not something that I expect everyone to be able to follow, but I don't know. I guess at least I can give the advice and know that I put my opinion out there, and I hope that it can at least help someone. So this week we had, and I cannot pronounce the name, but I'm going to go, my best pronunciation is Undine. I don't know. It's spelled Undine, and she is from Ireland. She says she's our biggest Irish fan, so this goes out to you. I hope I pronounced your name right. I'm sorry if I did not. It's a very nice name. I've never heard of it before. Um, Anyways, so to get on with the topic, um, basically we're talking about people who are having a really difficult time coming out, or people that just flat out cannot come out. And typically those are people from families that have a very devout religious background. And I think in this particular case, the person who is asking the question, that's where she's coming from. And so she basically just wants some advice about what to do. And I don't know. She gave like a list of things like an ABCD. What would you choose? And the one that I chose was don't come out if you don't feel comfortable enough to do it. If you're living at home and you don't know what's going to happen, you don't know if your family is going to disown you. I mean, these things are these are real. It's the reality of being gay. And so my advice, my choice was don't come out until you can move out and support yourself. Um, that's always been sort of my advice period about coming out. If you are unsure about what's going to happen with your family, your living situation, anything like that, I always suggest doing it when you at least know you can go home and at least feel comfortable in your own home. That's the biggest main part about coming out, I think. And I feel like she's also struggling with the fact that she loves her family, and that's a really big deal. It's hard when you have such a deep connection with your family. I mean, for most people, your family is your number one. And so to bring about this side of yourself to your family and hope that they don't disown you, well, I can understand why people would rather stay in the closet. Sometimes family is more important than living living a life and being honest with yourself. And I can't say that that's something that I would do, but then again, I'm not you. I'm not going through these situations as you might be. So she also mentioned that there are people that she's found in closeted chat rooms, I suppose, and she said that lots of people are now. I guess I can't say lots, but she has met people that are willing to conform to a heterosexual lifestyle and live the quote unquote normal life, have kids, do the family thing in that respect, rather than live a life of I don't know, of being gay, of being themselves. And to that, I don't understand personally, because I feel like coming out and being open about who I was or who I am was the best thing I could have done. It's something that is always going to be there. It's not just going to go away because you decide to take this particular road, which I suppose would be the road more often traveled. And as far as heterosexual norm goes, and I don't think I could ever do that. But I don't know what's harder. I don't know if it's harder to come out and just see what happens with your family and friends, or is it harder to stay in the closet and live this heterosexual norm life and have kids with somebody that you don't necessarily love. What do you think?
I'm just listening.
I don't know.
It's too hard.
It is. It's really,
I
really
didn't do it.
hard.
I didn't do it until I took you home.
I know. I know. And Mary's family, I mean, she definitely comes from a strong religious background. And bringing me home to meet her mom was a big deal, I guess. You know, at least for me, it was a really big deal knowing that about her. And I don't know. I guess I think it just changes. It changes as you get older. People change regardless of whatever generation you're from. People change, and I just hope that sometime in the future, for everyone who feels that they have to stay closeted, I hope that the world changes enough to where someday, one day, you can be comfortable with who you are and coming out and being gay. It's a really tough subject. It's super tough. And so like I said, I don't want to give you this advice and say, well, you should be doing this. You should be gay. You should join our family and go to Gay Pride with us, which is this week in San Diego, in case you didn't know. And I mean, it is. It's easier said than done. So only do what you feel comfortable. I've said that in many of my videos in the past, and it's true. I say know yourself well enough to know what your limits are, what your comfort levels are, and most importantly, don't do something unless you are out on your own and can support yourself, because trust me, it makes a world of difference when you can do so. That's about it. That's it. That's all I can say about that. And I hope that that answered some questions. And if you guys have more questions, I mean, please, by all means, feel free to send me messages or emails or anything like that. Okay? Okay.
My girlfriend gives good advice.
I don't even know if that was advice. I think that was just me blabbering. Anyways, I hope you guys have a really fantastic week. It is San Diego Pride Week, so I'm going to be super busy. That's why I'm doing the video on Sunday night. With that, I will see you guys next Monday. Bye, guys. That is a long, oh my gosh, that's a long lettered word.
You going?
Maybe.